Coming up on this holiday edition of the Get Loud podcast, we have to talk about that incredible finish against the Eagles.
Can't wait to eat fried eagle for Christmas.
We're going to preview the game against the Falcons. Playoff spot possibly on the line.
Most definitely. Yep. Cannot wait to see it.
And we got a special game we're playing, Jeopardy with a G.
And we got to play these instruments. What's the name of them? Oh, can't wait.
Next. How you doing, guys? Welcome to the Get Loud podcast presented by SeatGeek, the official primary ticketing partner of the Washington Commanders. Find tickets to Commanders games and more at SeatGeek. You know who it is. Smoot, Jenks, and special holiday guest, Sean Springs.
A.K.A. Bluefoot.
That's how we're starting the pod.
Yeah.
That'll be great. I'm surprised people, first of all, yes. You're going to see we got kazoos coming up later on.
Yeah.
Anna's got another great game. Everyone wants Anna to be on camera. That's her choice. Someone said, why don't you want Anna to be on camera? I'm like, it's not my choice.
Anna would be great on TV.
Yeah, you'd be great, Anna. You
Colorado
guys.
people?
That's nice. Colorado, you need a Coloradan on camera.
Yeah.
Because we found out it wasn't a lot of famous people from Colorado.
Yeah.
Oh, is that true?
Yes, they don't really have what. If you could think to yourself, who's the most famous person from Colorado that you know, Bluefoot?
Daniel Boone. Fact check that, though. Fact check that. But it sounds like Daniel Boone should be from like Colorado.
I know he's from Tennessee.
Oh, is he? Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Look at this. We're in the holiday spirit. This is one of the most incredible rallies, wins I've seen from this franchise in a long time. And once again, look, this was a team effort.
Yeah.
But once again, Jaden Daniels, even after throwing a bad pick, didn't matter.
I don't
call
him Jaden Daniels anymore.
Oh, you don't?
He is not a Padawan anymore. He is a full Jedi. I call him Jedi 5. All right?
Oh.
I heard a good one on TV. How about Commander Clutch?
That sound cringy.
It's called Captain Clutch or Commander Clutch.
Jedi 5. Like, have you ever met a real Jedi in your life before?
I am one.
No, you're not.
Watch this.
Yeah, you are Mace Windu. I'm saying, like, Jedi, like, I've watched this
Wasn't
dude.
that Samuel L. Jackson's
Yeah,
character?
it was Samuel L. Jackson.
I'm Anakin Skywalker.
I've watched this dude play Jedi mind tricks on defense. I watched this dude force move people. I've watched this dude lay the ball out 70 yards, 65 yards in the air and make plays. He is Jedi 5 to me. Okay. All right? And that's what I'm going to call him from now on, Jedi 5.
5 touchdowns. First time a Washington quarterback has thrown 5 touchdowns in a game since Mark Rippon in 1991. And
Kirk Cousins never did it?
No.
Oh, I thought the accountant, a.k.a. Kirk Cousins, I thought he would have did that. Because the one thing about Kirk, he can rack up numbers. Now, that was
he
his
always
thing.
gets a bag. No question about that.
The accountant, Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, but since Mark Rippon, wasn't Mark Rippon the legend of the game? How fitting
Super Bowl
is that?
MVP.
How fitting is that you just
But we had a
like
vote.
that?
We had a in-house vote thing that we did about the best quarterback to ever play for the Burgundy and Gold. And it turned out to be Joe Theismann, not Mark Rippon. I hate to break the news to y'all.
Not Doug
That was your
Williams?
guy, right? I mean, you
Well,
called
gotta
Joey T.
realize Doug's career here, even though it was very luxurious, it
Short.
wasn't long.
Yeah.
It was a short career here. So Joe Theismann is the all-time franchise quarterback. You don't seem to like that.
I don't know, man.
Yeah,
Joe T is the dude.
Joey T is great.
Nah, he is the dude. Now, Joe T,
Hey,
give a shout out to
listen
Joe.
Right.
Joe
Did you know
Theismann.
that Joe T started at quarterback in games, threw for 300 yards, and also had punt return yards.
And also, he played in the
And
CFL,
punted.
too.
I think he punted as well.
He punted
Yeah.
and he returned punts.
Yeah.
Joe Theismann, my friend.
You know, it's unfortunate that, like, his name, you just think of the scariest thing you ever seen.
Yeah.
All you think
It
about
doesn't
is
help.
accident.
Yeah.
That doesn't help. But other than that, like, he was amazing, man. Like, the way he scrambled, like, he was a mobile quarterback when nobody was really talking about him.
Well, Y.A. Tittle and Joe Theismann is who they talking about. This dude right here.
I think you should have a Y.A. Tittle Rivers. Let me tell you about Y.A. Tittle.
And a fact check that for us, why Tittle was a scrambling quarterback.
He
Because,
was.
Fred, the thing is, you got to fact check everything he says, even the holiday season.
Well, not only was Jaden great, but I love the resilience of this team because I got to tell you, and I think a lot of people felt this way, when they went down 14-0 early I thought, oh, man, this could get ugly. And they just kept fighting.
But this is the type of game you want to see them win, a game that looks out of reach, a game, like Coach said, these guys kept fighting no matter what. And understanding this was a divisional game, so 5 turnovers and crazy stuff like that is going to happen in these divisional games. We tell people all the time, divisional games have these funk to them, and nobody wants to understand it. Well, let me put it in perspective to it. It's like you fighting your little brother, and he knows all your moves. He knows how to beat you. If he don't know how to beat you Monday, he gonna figure it out by Thursday. And that's what this game was. Think about this. We haven't had a game. B-Rob has never fumbled twice in the game. We had a game where he fumbled twice. Jaden Daniels had never threw interceptions in the game. We threw 2 interceptions, and they just kept on battling. And everybody want to say, well, Jalen Hurts got hurt. Well, guess what? Their defense wasn't hurt.
That's true.
That's the number one defense in the NFL.
Number one defense in the NFL, and they gave up 36.
And to that point, and when Jaden, we've seen him, run. He ran all year at the Saints, and when you saw him play, the first thing came to mind when I was thinking about it was like, this dude is actually doing this on a real defense. We got something special. This is Josh Allen-like. This is Lamar Jackson-like.
Jedi 5.
This is like Patrick Mahomes-like, and it was like, those defense was still out there. Jalen Carter was still out there getting after. And some of the off-script plays of 4th and 4, I think it was a 4th and 11 where we talk about just was like mind-blowing that Dan went for it. But when you saw him, it was just like, nah, this kid is not good, but he's special.
And
he's special.
Everybody wants to talk about Jaden Daniels, but I like to talk about the Wild Boars, baby, because everything started with the contest.
They're not the Hogs, they're the Wild Boars.
They the Wild Boars is what I've named them. And guess what? The battle between Southeast Sam Cosme and Jalen Doomsday Carter, that was a battle. The battle that people will not see is one play with Jalen Carter is literally like, look at his hands. He pulling. He pulls. Jalen literally follows him there, tackles B-Rob in the backfield, and forces the fumble. That's the warfare. It's one play where Sam literally is pointing at Jalen Carter, letting the offensive line know they finna add one, and Southeast Sam Cosme just comes out and demolishes them. That's where the war was won yesterday. And I know all the players on the wide receivers, Terry and the rest of the guys gonna get with the flashy plays, gonna get all the love. But please love those Wild Boars, man, because a Wild Boar will eat anything.
Well, and it was against the Saints, the line was not good, and it was a different game. Right. And all of a sudden, when these guys come together, especially in the second half, they start to make that run. It makes all the difference for this offense. You're right. That's the key, and then everything else opens up.
Yeah, well, we seen how much we miss Biotish against the Saints.
In a big way.
In a big way. We had 8 sacks against the Saints.
And that all crazy. Had to do with the dude making the calls, making the line calls, stuff like that. And you don't understand how important that is to take that off the quarterback's lap as a rookie. For to have your center to do all the air traffic control changes everything. So when you miss somebody like Biotish, we need to understand this. The last time we won a Super Bowl in this city, last time we legitimately was a threat, we had the Hogs on offense, and we had Dexter Manley and Charles Mann and the rest of those dudes on defense. Without the fat boys, we can't dance. Skinny guys can't dance.
You know, it's funny you said that because I think it was before the season talking about Jalen Hurts, and he was talking about the calls, and he said, I kind of miss – I had Jason Kelsey doing that for me.
Yes.
And now he's had to take some of that on. So early on, he was having to make that adjustment.
And it slows the thought process down. It slows how he goes and view offense. It slows the time he has to check and see what we in. And I think people don't understand that. Yep. People think it's physical. This game is more cerebral. More guys in college can't play pro because they mentally can't do it more than they physically can't do it.
And thinking about cerebral, and not to discredit the Wild Boars, because I believe that you're absolutely right. But another point, man, it was the guys, this brotherhood we've been talking about, guys stepping up. Zacharias and Crowder.
Yeah.
Now when I thought of cerebral, when you look at like one of the smartest plays I've seen in football in a long time, is that touchdown catch. Jamison Crowder having the awareness to bend that and cover 2 in the red zone.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how to tell people at home, like, a rookie receiver wouldn't have been able to do that.
No, they wouldn't.
First 3 years, you've had to play a lot of football to know
I need to tweak this.
Tweak this just a little bit at the right time. Because another guy would have ran straight, said,
and ran out the back of the end zone.
The ball is not coming to me. But Jamison Crowder knew that the linebacker, the strong side linebacker, he was running in the middle. He was supposed to potentially stop or keep going. He kind of put him in a conflict, and he was wide open. Jaden threw a laser. But the connection that those two had, was great. And then Zacharias, like Zacchaeus, I mean, for him to step up, I didn't have.
Well, there was kind of
we didn't know after Noah Brown. We're like, who's going to be the guy?
Who's going to be the guy? That's exactly like.
But don't forget, he used to play for the Eagles, so it was kind of a revenge game for Zacchaeus in there.
But he wasn't on nobody's fantasy. Like he was going to get 2 touchdowns. Right.
Yeah.
And that was big, and run after the catch, and like you said earlier, like when we were talking, like. You could have left 12 men on it and still went and stopped out.
It was going to be hard to stop. Like, at the end of the day, I give a lot of love to Jedi 5 because he understood I got to let this ball go now. I can't throw this route.
Right.
Like, if you wait another second, you can't throw the route. If you throw it early, a second early, you can't throw this route. So for him, and all I heard when he was coming out of college, he don't throw across the middle. Well, I got Malik Neighbors and Brian Thomas Jr. I don't need to throw across the middle. We going vertical, baby. So just for him to have the poise, and listen to me, no matter how big the situation is, nothing rattles this kid.
Totally unflappable.
Like, it's nothing this dude has the soul of a 49-year-old man. Like, he's
a grown man already.
He's seen it. It's like I've
10
been there.
seconds? That's plenty of
10
time.
seconds, don't worry about it. Jayla, we only got 2 minutes to move this ball 80 yards. Oh, no problem. Like, he's fine. He's been there, done that, did that. And you got to feel good as a fan if this is your quarterback moving forward. And I keep telling people this. This is the floor. This is the worst thing they're going to be. Like, this is the worst they're going to be long as 5.
The fans, we may have a little PTSD because Robert had a – let's be honest. Robert had an amazing
That's
first
called
season.
RG3 PTSD. You need to leave that at home. That ain't got nothing to do with the future. You don't drive a car looking out the rearview mirror. You drive a car looking out the windshield.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying why could potentially – because RG had a great year.
And we thought that was going to be the jumping off point.
But guess who went on national TV and said, it ain't. It was me.
Jaden. It's the man. That's all we got to say.
And defensively, I was so impressed because early on, I mean, Saquon was being Saquon. But we've seen this defense in the second halves of games, 4 quarters, kind of loosen up. It was the complete opposite this game, where they struggled in the first half. In the second half, they were nails.
That's what happens when you got an alpha corner out there. That's when you got a guy that's ready to go battle. Like the Marshawn Lattimore effect is more than just coverage.
Yeah,
it helps the pass rush. It helps the run game. It helps Coach Witt call plays, period. He can be more aggressive.
Help your other corners, like when I played, made Smoot better.
No.
Like it helps other.
It didn't.
It helps to keep going. Keep going.
See, we was more compadres.
Man, keep going. Just keep going.
Like Marshawn is in his attitude.
Yeah.
Oh, he and A.J. Brown all
And I love
day.
that. And that's what I was smiling in the booth yesterday because we finally got somebody that's going to go.
He's a dog.
He's going to go right at you. Doesn't care how you feel. Ain't going to let you big boy him.
Right.
It changes the game on how we call it. So even though this defense was already coming, you add a piece like that.
But we added that piece for those moments,
Yeah,
right?
for those
For the A.J. Browns, for the Jeffersons to play out, for the St. Juice, not just St. Browns and Detroit, for the
Malik Neighbors, everybody.
Mike Evans, if we
To lock down these number ones or at least slow them down.
Yeah, and allow Sandra Steele to keep on developing and making his plays.
Yeah, you said something like second half we were great. In the first half we looked like we won the attitude of just we had some veteran. It looked like a team that came out in the second half with some veteran players.
Yep.
That believed in themselves. And it just looked like we have some players out there that says, you know what? We can take over the game. Frankie LaVue was a monster.
Yes, he was.
Bobby Wagner, Mr. Hall of Fame, he was just all over the play. They were lined up. They were in sync. I mean, the defense just looked like, and we typically seen, like, and it's oftentimes you can get down in a game like that, and you be like, man, let's kind of cruise a little bit.
Yeah.
They had some big stops, man, in the second half.
Yeah.
It was
7
crazy.
tackles, interception, and then Johnny Newton on the line.
Yeah. No, Johnny Newton and Deron Payne.
Just took over the second
Like,
half.
and guess what? This is the best offensive line in football.
That's right.
Yeah.
You gotta understand the Philly. That's why I tell people,
Philly and Detroit.
Philly is in a window, a Super Bowl window.
Yep.
We're just starting it, and we're playing with this team. That's a good signal. And what I do love about it is, like, usually quarterbacks show you who they are after they get paid, because then they have to play with less talent around them. Our guy's showing you from his first day in, I can play with any talent around me. Like, so when we do pay him, he's showing us we gonna still be all right.
Yeah.
All right? So like, learn from the lessons that we're learning from.
Let's do the hot ticket presented by SeatGeek, the most disruptive idea in ticketing, a ticket that works. Expect the expected SeatGeek. And the hot ticket this week is voicemail and emails that we have. How about that?
Yeah, super exciting.
We bring
It's been
in
a fun.
producer Anna.
Hello, everyone.
Messages on the house phone.
Also, give us a
house
call.
phone.
703.
Oh, we got a house phone, Blue. You ain't know that?
I know.
726.
7419.
That's Twinette. Thank you for coming up with
9.
that. Also, email us, WashingtonGetLoud@gmail.com. Anna, what do we got?
All right, first, we'll start with the emails. So first email we got is from our friend Joshua in Virginia Beach.
Virginia,
Looks
I
like-
love Virginia Beach.
He was in
Down there.
a house divided, and he wrote, "Get loud." This is all in caps. "Hail victory. This is a new era. Fred Smoot MVP. JD5 Rookie of the Year. DC chillin'. Run it back, Philly." And sent this fun video, which I will be putting in.
Oh, look at this. Let's see. House divided.
I'm gonna say that's a nice house. Might be divided.
All Philly fans are sick.
Oh yeah, listen. That's how every household should have been. That's how every household should have been Sunday. Then that's why I had to ask myself, this team has took us on such an emotional first year. What is your best moment of the year right now? Because most people gonna say the hell no.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah.
I gotta say, mine was yesterday.
I thought this was better.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
I'm gonna
That
say,
was a
like,
good one.
it's just been so many emotional roller coasters on it. What about Cincinnati game? Most people gonna say, like,
Yeah, the Monday night, yeah, that was a good one, too.
I'm sorry, like, it has been peak time for celebration for Commanders fan right now. I got to go last drive of Philadelphia, my big play of the year.
I would say this, when you're talking about just pure excitement and thrill, like
Yeah.
it's the hail Noah, right?
Yeah.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah.
But when you're talking about the development of a team, like a true drive, like when you saw a team take a next step
Yep.
against the Eagles as opposed to the Bears,
Yeah.
this was that drive you're like, oh,
we serious.
yeah.
Yeah, we serious. So I would say my best moment.
Well, we weren't serious early in the year when we played Baltimore.
Yeah, and I felt good about that.
Yeah.
But we also didn't beat them.
Right.
Like, we didn't beat them.
But here's what I'm saying. All those moments, you're right. Atlanta was crazy. Philly was crazy. But it was just like, I'm be honest with you, man. Like, just seeing Jaden from the day one, I knew it was different. I'm talking about, like, and probably for me is the preseason game when he made his own audible and threw it down the sideline.
Yeah.
I started scratching my head and said, wait a minute, I haven't seen that in the preseason in a long time.
Yeah.
And I was just like, for me, that moment was, not that it was the biggest moment, I was like, that was the moment because we were doing camp. I was like, that's a glimmer of hope.
That's a good call.
That was a moment where you just be like, wait a minute, wait a minute.
Because it was the first time you saw it.
It was the first time you've seen it, and you'd be like, we haven't seen that. So for me, it was just like, man, I was just like, hey, we keep this up. That's when you was like, hey, man, that's when you see you have a kid. You know, your kid, all of a sudden, you put a bat in his hand, he like 2 years old, and he just smack it over your couch and everything. You'd be like, wait a minute, his hand-eye coordination is incredible.
Yeah, he about to get $700 million like Juan Soto.
Hey, we got something. So for me, those moments during the season is because you like, but when you see it for the first time, like you can't.
That's a good point.
You can't. And he made that adjustment on his own and threw it on a rope. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
And then he's doing that. He's been doing that all year.
And that's crazy. I want the fans to email us, call us on the Vols phone. Tell us your special moment of the year thus far, because it's been a year of ups and downs. I enjoy it.
703-726-7419.
Anna, you singing?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll get to that.
Okay.
We got more.
Okay, sorry.
So that's funny you guys are talking about favorite moments because it was going to follow with an email from Juju Whitaker, and he said he's been a fan since the Thanksgiving game in 2012 and hasn't missed a game since then. Asked about our favorite moments you guys shared. So yeah, keep sharing those exciting moments. This is the last email we'll hit before we get to voicemails. Okay. His name is Suleiman.
Suleiman.
Yeah. Sorry. And he said, Smoot and Jenks and Springs, of course. I just have one question for you. If you're going to build a championship team or a contender for the next 5 years, which of these two trios would you roll with? And this is pertaining to Eagles Commanders.
Yeah.
Okay.
A.J. Brown, Barkley, and Hurts, or Scary Terry, Robinson, and Daniels? You can answer this question now.
Did you say Barkley was in there?
Yeah. Here go the thing.
Wait a
I
minute.
like it. No, I'm just going to call it spade a spade.
All right.
I would take Jaden Daniels over Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, 100%.
Yes.
All right.
Yep.
I would take Saquon over B-Rob.
You take Saquon over any running back.
I've been saying,
yeah.
No disrespect to B-Rob.
And
No
I
disrespect.
love
No
A.J.
disrespect,
Brown is a
right.
Mississippi guy. I love him to
Not
death.
taking him over Terry.
But Terry now I get to see Terry with a quarterback. I've saw
Right.
Terry his whole career without one.
Yep.
And I seen him elevate regular he got tighter. He got Heineke paid. Right?
Yeah, right,
I'm
right.
sorry. I would take Terry because he ain't a diva.
I was just going to say that.
He ain't a diva.
Think about all the years.
Smith, that boy from Louisiana, is not a diva either. Devontae is not a diva, too. That kid from Alabama, he's a big mama
But
kid.
what I'm saying is,
Think about
we talking
all
A.J.
that
Brown.
time
Yeah.
that Terry was going through different quarterbacks, wasn't getting the ball.
Didn't say a word.
A.J. Brown was complaining like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, still complaining.
And they force feeding him the ball.
Right.
All right, so no, I would take that, and I understand. Both of them tough. That's
Right.
why I say at the end of the day, right now, set up to run the NFC East for the next 10 years, it's going to be a battle between Washington and Philadelphia.
Yeah.
All right, we ready for these voicemails?
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right. Here's the first one. I think they're going to give Annette a run for her money, which I know is scary. I feel like we're starting to get voicemail idea battles at this point,
All right,
which is
nice.
awesome.
Smoot and Jenks. This is Jake. I was inspired by the show. I'm like a kicker on this. I got one chance, so I better not mess it up. Just call 703-726-7419. It's the Get Loud hotline.
That was great. I'm mesmerized by that.
Terry McLaurin for president.
I'm mesmerized by that.
That was
He playing the
awesome, man.
guitar?
Yeah.
I thought I was like, am I hearing instruments? Or is he a DJ or something?
Pretty soon we're going to hear, I'm talking about 703. You know 726 is coming up next.
That was awesome.
That was pretty good
I wasn't
right
expecting
there.
that.
Oh,
I
man. He
like
said he
Very
got
good.
one chance to dance. That's a pretty damn good chance.
That's a pretty great chance.
Wow. Well
All
done.
right.
Yeah.
Here is the next one. Give me a minute.
703-726-7419. What's up, Anna? What's up, Smoot? What's up, Jenks? This is Adam from Connecticut. Sorry for the voice. I was at the game yesterday with my daughter, and that was absolutely crazy. I lost my voice through the third quarter. Absolutely nuts. I love that we broke Philly's 10-game win streak.
Yes, sir.
If JD5 isn't the runaway for Offensive Rookie of the Year, every person that does that voting should be fired immediately. The man is amazing. 4th and 11, game on the line with a 29-yard run, broke like 3 tackles, crazy. I got to say, Kenny Pickett on that incomplete pass, that was actually a fumble that Mikey Sanders still picked up. That was a fumble. That cost us like 60 yards because then they end up punting. Crazy. Washington fans showed up big time. One of the loudest things I've ever heard. Too many Philly fans, in my opinion. You're right about that, Smoot. We should have shut that down, not allow those Philly fans to get in there, but it is what it is. I loved watching them all walk away. Had a box of tissues for them, crying the whole way through. Absolutely insane. To win a game and be -4 in the turnover battle is unheard of. That's great. Defense stepped up huge, only allowing offensive line only allowing 1 sack to that front Philly group. That was out of control. I love that we came strong with the Luke on that big kickoff return and the catch that he had. Little disappointed that we don't hear the Luke.
What are they waiting on?
Right.
Come on. Anyway, shout out from Adam from Connecticut. Love you guys. Would love to see you on the air. First time caller.
He's right. I got to talk to the dude that runs the
Great
Jumbotron.
job. Thank you.
Because if half the stadium, do you know how, like, I'm one of those people that my name got called when I made plays. And it's very electrified. You could, like, when you hear the ground shaking a little bit and just the electricity going through your body when you smooth, and I'm like, and you get addicted to it. Now I'm like, I want to hear it again. So now I got to go make a play again.
Yep.
But if we can get half of the stadium, that will change everything. All right? It like every time you make a play.
You just got to rub it in that the fans actually called your name, didn't you?
Yeah, I do.
You have to.
I do. Like when you got a one-syllable name, it makes it easy for them to call
When you got the
name.
ooh sound and it's one syllable, you're in.
You're in. Like even Cooley tried to steal it from me. Cooley, they would do it. I like, no, there's two syllables. it ain't gonna work. But Louvu, come on, fan. Y'all got to get that. I just want to hear it done perfect one time.
First team All-Pro monster. Absolutely amazing free. We talk about free agent pickups.
We talked about it in the preseason, bro.
This is all right. Listen, they know how I feel about Frankie Louvu, man. The kid is just absolutely amazing, man.
Sure
and one of those guys, Fred told me, he said, man, you gonna love this dude. I said, who are you talking about? He said, just look at number 4. I said, okay. I saw him. I said, oh man, yeah, he's a monster, man. I love the dude, man. And when you talk about I didn't know he could rush like that.
Yeah, I did.
He can rush the passer.
No.
He can drop in coverage, got a pick.
Yeah.
Like,
And he plays hard every play.
physical at the point of attack.
You know who he
man.
reminds me of with the way he plays? The Good Doctor.
No, I'm gonna tell you exactly.
Marcus Washington.
Marcus. I don't know if Marcus was.
Marcus couldn't cover like him, but
I'm gonna
the
tell
intensity.
I'm gonna tell you who he remind me of, and then this might be one of the greatest compliments. Rest in peace to my man,
Junior Seau.
Junior Seau.
Oh, wow, yeah.
I knew you were finna go Junior Seau.
Why you
I
say
just
that?
know. I know you.
Yeah,
I know
man,
you.
that dude remind me of Junior
That's
so
as
much.
big of a compliment as it gets right there.
Yeah, man. But
Yeah.
Frankie's man, he one of those guys that, he was at Carolina, he produced.
Yeah.
Came here, he's producing. The sky's the limit for that kid. And as he goes, our defense goes, man. And our defense is awesome.
Yeah. Let's pay some bills.
Yeah.
Why not pay some bills, man? That's what we do.
It's Christmas time.
The Get Loud podcast is brought to you by Bet365, the official sporting betting partner of the Washington Commanders. Bet on a range of NFL markets with the Bet365 app. Craft your own personalized bet slip with parlays. Access thousands of games with live streaming. Place your bet before the match or during the game. It's really up to you. Download the Bet365 app today and join 80 million members worldwide. Age 21 plus only, must be physically located in Virginia. Gambling problem? Call or text 1-800-GAMBLER.
Mrs.
MWAA. We don't travel to escape life. We travel so life don't escape us. We dream of any place in the world, and in a blink of an eye, we're there. That's the wonder of flight. All you have to do is decide is where to. Dulles International Airport. Let your imagination soar. Book your adventure today at flydulles.com/nonstop.
Beautiful.
Bills paid.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
Love that.
Coming up later in the show, you're going to geek out. We also have Jeopardy Holiday Edition, but it's
With a
Jeopardy.
G.
Yeah. Jeopardy.
All right, I'm going to say
nice.
this can't
That's
be the
important.
same.
Got to be geography. I don't know. Anna comes up with these great games each and every week, so we're going to do that. Also, don't forget, 703-726-7419, WashingtonGetLoud@gmail.com. Falcons, huge game.
Yeah.
Sunday Night Football.
Yep.
Here in D.C.
Push back.
Push
I'm mad.
back.
I'll be doing my post-game show at 2 in the morning.
We just hope you're here the next day.
There's a chance I might not be.
I mean, it's going to be massive. If the Commanders win, they are in the playoffs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Probably going to make it anyway. But the Falcons are fighting for the division lead
They
now,
fight.
tied with the Bucks.
And Michael Penix, I hate playing teams when they switch their quarterback. It rejuvenates a team.
Yeah.
And we know this is a team with talent all over the board. They can play. Matter of fact, me and Bluefoot's former DB coach, Jerry Gray.
Shout out to Jerry Gray.
Jerry Gray is down
Secondary.
there.
That's a long one right
the
there.
Guru, the Guru, secondary
The
coach.
Oracle, all right? Then when we used to call him the Oracle, he's down there, so they're going to play good coverage on the back end.
Raheem is down there.
Guaranteed. And now you got this team believing. And listen, we gravitate when we get a quarterback that's in the game that we know give us a different element.
Yep.
Like we come out and we play a different game, so that means Kyle Pitts' game is going to be different. You seen B. Robinson game was different. Drake London game is going to be different. The question
gave him some juice.
Yeah, gave him some juice. Now the question is, how long does it take them to really understand that now their offense flips? Because, Kirk is a right-handed quarterback, and now everything is going to be left-hand dominant.
Yeah,
it's dominant.
It's real different. And we dealt with it with Mark, and even you're trying to pick the ball off.
Or Brunel, it spins, it rotates different.
Let me ask you about that because I would imagine, I mean, you guys know, but like the anticipation, the angle, like everything is different when you're seeing the football.
Yeah. Well, I think the biggest thing for defensive players, you got to realize the strength of the defense typically
is the right.
When you're from a defensive perspective,
it's the left. Yeah.
But now the defensive guy
on the right
more is the featured guy now, and even blocking for a guy because now you're a right tackle instead of your left tackle has to be the dominant.
Your right tackle is the dominant tackle now.
Right. So, but I'm gonna tell you what's scary though. To Smoot's point, going into the Dallas game, Tampa, who was favored to beat, everybody picked Tampa to beat Dallas. Dallas loses. You're an Atlanta Falcon and you're on a team. You got a new quarterback. And you got a chance to take you to playoff. They're gonna play hard.
They're gonna play hard.
They're gonna play real hard. And they got some talent. And they're not gonna take it and they're not gonna take us lightly. We beat the Eagles, so now they're like,
all right, this is a game.
This is a game. This is a playoff game, and they're gonna come in with that attitude, and we're gonna have to match the attitude, which we will. We've been
because they also want to say that they got the best rookie quarterback. That
argument is over.
No, I'm just saying they believe in they got Blue. They do. They watched him practice all year.
Over, we got the best rookie
They know what they got in their quarterback. Like they're going to be moving forward and trying to win this game. This will not be an easy game. I promise you it won't.
I don't think it will be either. But how do you reconcile? Like, all right, this is a different dude. I think he's definitely an upgrade over Kirk because Kirk looked washed the past 3 or 4 games before he was.
Kirk needed time.
Yeah. And let me also say something. We were talking about it before. Before the show. Smoot talked about quarterbacks. Normally it's rookie quarterbacks. And our mindset is the guy doesn't have a lot of NFL experience. We can show him different looks. But something just triggered when we were talking about the college playoffs earlier before the show started. Smoot talked about these quarterbacks now having 60 starts in college.
It's massive.
So now you're talking about a guy 25, 26 years old coming in with a lot more experience. Although he sat behind Kirk, he probably will have a pretty good feel for the game.
Of what they want to do.
So I wasn't even thinking about that till we talked about it earlier. So we're going to show him different looks. We're going to get after him and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, he's
seen everything.
You're right. They're probably looking at our rookie quarterback is actually pretty good too. Let's give him a shot.
Yeah. How about we show you our guy?
Well, and that's my whole issue, which is all right. We know he's talented, and also it's his second ever NFL start in an atmosphere like this. So how do you balance that out? Like, do you go after him? Do you treat him differently, or more like a veteran because of that college experience?
I'm going to get after him. I'm going to.
In reason, because you talked about Drake London being a monster. In reason, they got some weapons now.
Pressure bust pipes.
Right.
I want to speed his clock up.
Right.
I want him to be off kilter. I don't want him to ever settle down. You know what? I'm going to mix in some zone blitzes, some blitzes. I'm going to mix some things up to show him just enough. But the one thing we cannot do is let B. John Robinson get started.
Yes, sir.
Well, he's a problem.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if you can't let him beat you, I'm going to force Penix. I'm going to force number 9 to beat me with his arm and with his mind. His mind ain't quite there with his arm right now, so I'm going to force him to beat me with his mind.
And a lot of it starts with the pre- and post-snap look, right? So what does that mean out there? So a lot of times you'll see us with 2 high safeties, right? We see the guys on the hash, 2 high safeties. Okay. And then on the snap of the ball, we might rotate down, play, man. We'll rock and roll. We'll buzz out. We'll do a lot of different things. And you have to do that because when you have a rookie quarterback, or a guy who has his second start, you want to make sure you take that first initial read away. So now you get him a little panic, you buy yourself a little time, give him a little happy feet, maybe get him an off his rhythm and stuff like that. But we got to keep in mind, he is a mobile quarterback. He ran 4 or 5
coming out,
but he really wants to throw the ball.
He's a pocket passer.
He's a pocket passer. So it's going to be important out front, get after him. But you know what's going to be interesting? I said the defensive right is a strength. We got Lattimore. Guess what? He's played in that conference. He's very familiar with
He know him up and down.
They're very familiar with him.
Yeah.
So it's not like they're going to go out there and attack our defensive right side.
Let me ask you this, and this might be an oversimplification, but especially when the Eagles had Kenny Pickett in there, right? We knew there'll be a step back, and it was, listen, let's stop Saquon. And then we'll worry about
everybody else.
And we'll worry about everybody else because you got a guy there who's a drop down.
Yeah.
Is it similar here where let's make sure that Bijan Robinson doesn't beat us, and we'll let this rook in his second career NFL start see if he can throw it around on us?
Offense can help us dictate this game because at the end of the day, you want to make them one-dimensional. All right? Offense can make them one-dimensional by getting a quick lead. Getting a quick lead and making them a throwing team. That takes Bijan out of the game. But
because they don't really use him in the pass game as much as they
not
should.
like they should.
Not
because he's a great wide receiver. He's a great receiver.
Everything about him, he's incredible.
Yeah, but so you want to make them one-dimensional and you want to make them chase. If you can make them chase, because you don't want this to be an even game where they can say, all right, everything's still in the playbook. All right, we can still slow this game down. Because if I'm them, the way to beat us is to keep number 5 off the field. And the way to keep number 5 off the field is 10-play drive, 11-play drive, 12-play drive. Long drives dictate things. I want to make them play from behind and make them play with some urgency.
And I will say this about they got some guys in the back end over in Atlanta that can make plays. Like
Jesse Bates, make plays.
Like he make plays.
AJ, make plays.
Now here's the thing I will say, and I learned, and I would listen to the fans out there because he was our coach here in Washington. Jerry Gray is excellent in understanding how to stop a key receiver.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's going to have a plan for Terry.
He most definitely for Terry.
He's going to have an individual plan, and I'm not saying he is the pass game coordinator, D coordinator, but what I am telling you as an individual secondary coach, they're going to know they're going to be prepared, and he's going to call out certain plays.
AJ Terrell, he will have AJ Terrell on alarm on what makes Terry good. All he's going to do all week with AJ is contested passes. He's going to say, you got to win at the point of attack with Terry. Because Terry ain't going to just run away from you. Right. But what he will do is outplay you for that ball.
And he'll say, hey, you got to match his energy or get your hands on him early. Yeah. Because he's a physical guy, but he likes to fight. Yeah. So Jerry will have a plan for that. So that's a game inside of a game that I think we need to think about, because Terry's been on tear. Shout out to my man Terry. Do you got a chance to break Santana?
I told you.
Does he got a chance to break Santana's receiver?
He already broke the touchdown record with 12.
I know, but the single season yards.
That's 1,400.
And 83.
He's close, but he's gonna have to have a 200-yard game in there somewhere to break it. But like I was saying before the show, I think Terry is the best wide receiver in the league from Ohio State right now. And that said a lot, because Ohio State got like 20 wide receivers in the league.
Right. Okay.
Gary Wilson.
Marvin Harrison Jr., Chris Olave.
He's the best.
Jigma,
Smith and Jigma.
Yeah.
I think Terry is the best.
Smith and Jigma's crushing it.
I always thought he was going to be good. His health was the only thing I was ever worried about with him.
Yeah.
So 5 turnovers in this past game.
Yeah.
And you would think if this team can come out with the same intensity we saw against the Eagles and clean up those turnovers, then you're going to see an even more improved performance. It's difficult to win any game when you have a turnover difference of 4.
Well, it's crazy, but that's a division game for you, Jenks.
Yeah.
They never go the way you think. They never look the way you think. It's brother fighting brother. Anybody can win this.
You can't have 5 turnovers with Jalen Hurst.
No. You can't have 5 turnovers any day. It ain't no game where we can literally say we can go in here with 5 turnovers and win.
Right.
It just happened, and that's why I give him all the props. You had 5 turnovers, did not blink, did not
quit. None
of that. Right. This team believes in each other. When you win a game like that against a team like this, why turning the ball over at 5 times? In their head, they saying, we could have blew this team out.
Yeah, and that means if you don't have the turnovers, the way the defense played and the plays and some of the throws and catches and the way the offense played, you don't have those turnovers. We're preparing ourselves for great December football, great playoff football. So to your point, to beat Atlanta, this is, Smoot said, it's going to be a playoff game. It ain't going to be easy. It's going to be a playoff game, and we're going to have to play playoff football.
Well, hopefully we got this indoor team outdoors, and I need Mother Nature to be at 15 degrees.
The fan base, crazy.
I need the fan base there. I need, it's some stuff we got that we can weaponize against this team.
Let me ask you guys about weather, because we were talking about this on the pregame show, which is London. When you ask him, he's like, Oh, I loved it, man. You could see your own breath. I wanted to down from
Oh, yeah.
Ohio.
He got
and Tana's
that fat
like,
back
and
out
Tana's
there.
like, bro, I'm from Miami. You know.
That's because London, when he sees cold weather games, he figured there's not a lot of passing.
Yeah, it's just going to be run.
He just want to tackle.
Yeah.
He just
Right.
want to hit somebody. London just want to be physical. And you got to remember, London's from East Cleveland. Shout out to East Cleveland. It's snow in April in East Cleveland.
Hey, I made a reindeer in East Cleveland say he about to move.
But how did you feel about playing in cold weather?
It did. You know what? At first it bothered me, and then I learned how to dress in it. That's the key. As the DB, we can only put on so much before it's too heavy for us.
It's restrictive, right?
Yeah, we can't wear but so much. So I think it takes you a year or two to learn how to play in it. And once you play in it, you don't care for this 3 hours, 4 hours. I just got to go do my job. It just happened to be. And then I got a chance to play in the NFC North for a couple of years. All right, so I didn't play in Green Bay at 2 below. I understand what cold feels like. All right? And then they be like, what's the most painful thing when it's cold? Let me tell you the most painful thing when it's cold. When one of your teammates or the other team steps on your shoe.
I was going to say.
Step on your shoe and you hear your toe bust. You can't feel it right now.
I don't even want to think about your toe.
I'm just saying. But the
awful.
shower, just what you got in the future, you're like, man, my God.
Oh, man. I don't even want to think about his nasty feet. Anyway, I went, Jenks, I went to Ohio State, so walking across.
I was you're used to that, right?
Yeah, it was like, it was freezing cold getting up to going to class and practice. So you going to school in the Midwest. Now, I will say this, though. You can bundle up and go when you're going to class or when you got to shovel some snow, you can put gloves and stuff on. It does change a little bit because if somebody hits you too hard or you hit somebody too hard or the game gets a little bit out of control, guys will be thinking about their vacation. They'll shut it down on you.
Yeah?
They'll shut it down.
They'll walk out of a cold game.
They'll walk out of a cold game. Guys will shut it down and say, hey, man, I done booked my ticket. Smoot told me one time in the Giants game, it was freezing cold.
Don't tell that lie.
It was freezing cold. We were playing. Freezing cold in Giant Stadium. It's week. Same, exactly. You know what? This is probably the 15th year anniversary of this day. We're playing the Giants.
Okay.
Smoot says, you know what? Brandon Jacobs is looking way too big. I'm not going to tackle him. I already booked my tickets to Bahamas with the kids. Hey, man, somebody's going to get hurt. I'm going to shut it down. And LeBron got ran over. It's the anniversary because it was cold.
That ain't the way that went.
It was cold. It was cold.
No.
He said, I'm not doing it. He told me I booked my ticket to Bahamas.
No.
Did you not say that?
No. We was in the huddle, right? And I say Bluefoot.
They're big.
I say,
And it's cold.
I say these Giants are actually Giants.
Yeah.
He was like, what are you talking about? I was like, Plexico 6'6". Shock is 6'5". Eli 6'4". Brandon Jacobs is 6'4",
But it was
300 pounds.
And it's cold. That
And
makes it
he's-
worse.
He didn't want to tackle nobody in the cold.
No, Brandon Jacobs had just ran me over twice. And the guy had already sacrificed my soul. All right? It was time for LeBron to sacrifice something to the football god.
He was never the same after that.
He was never the same.
But why'd you have to talk about taking your family to Bahamas when the season was over?
That was when we got back in the huddle. We was already down by 10. I'm just telling you.
See, this is what happened. Certain guys will shut it down. So we might have been to get those guys from the dome to shut it down, man.
You want to do some emails? Some voicemails?
All right,
Anna?
we actually went through all our emails, but we can hit a couple voicemails
Yeah, let's do
before
it.
we do Jeopardy with the G.
Oh, yeah, Jeopardy with the G.
Jeopardy
It's
with the
Jeffrey.
G.
Playing Jeffrey?
Remember that Joffrey from Toys R Us out of Louisville?
Hey, Anna. Hey, Michael. Hey, Fred. This is Sabrina
Michael.
calling again. And I
Upper.
have 2 questions. My first question is, what were you all's emotions? What were you going through watching that Eagles game? I had to lay down, literally, during the fourth quarter. I was horizontal, I think that's what it is, laying across the couch watching the fourth quarter because my heart was racing. I was just stressed. So what did you all go through watching the game? And then my second question is, of the top 3 teams in the NFC right now, the Eagles, the Lions, and the Vikings, which one would you all want us to face in that first, wild card round if we were to make it, which hopefully it looks like we will.
Yeah.
So I'd love to hear your answers. Love you all. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Sabrina.
Well, first of all, emotionally doing that game, first quarter, it looked like something stink in the room. I'm
What?
frowning. Second quarter, I'm numb because I don't know where this game is.
Because you had a little nip.
Yeah, I had a nip.
That's why
By my sponsor.
That's
Third quarter.
Hennessy.
I'm starting to get drunk a little bit because I feel like the game is out of hand.
Right.
Fourth quarter, I am ecstatic because I feel something starting to happen. And then by the end of the game,
Shots.
I am doing the break dancing everywhere, all
that
over
mean he
the
was real
room.
fried. That mean he was real fried.
Yeah, so it was emotional up and down for me. It was there. Roller coaster.
It was a satisfaction, man, because I think going into that game, obviously Eagles, like she mentioned, is one of the top NFC teams. And there's a little validation when you beat one of the teams that's expected to go to Super Bowl. So I was just like, man, we're good. That's that feeling as a fan. You be like, we got a good team, man. We got a good team. So that I was just like, man, we got a good team. I feel really good about anybody we have to face in the playoffs.
At first, I was embarrassed because I was like, man, are these dudes just going to put one on us today after all this? We haven't beaten a team with a winning record all year.
Yeah.
And then when it was 21-7, I was like, all right.
It's starting to settle down.
Jinx, you had to pull that out. We ain't beat nobody with a winning record. That's where your emotions
No, because that's
went.
what the other fans say from the other fan base.
That's what I've heard all year long. You
Yeah.
haven't beaten anybody. And like, you haven't played anybody. I'm like, well, these are still the Philadelphia Eagles, all right? They've won 10 straight.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts or no. And I was like, we need this dub, and I want to make the playoffs.
Right.
When they started showing a little fight, I was like, okay,
Right.
all right, we got a game. And then I will say, when Jaden threw that interception late, my initial thought was, all right, that's ball game. But then I was like, no. You got a couple minutes here.
No.
You got timeouts.
Yeah.
Jaden's on the
Never
sideline.
over. 2 minute warning?
2 minute warning.
Never over.
Jaden's on the
Never
sideline.
over.
He's not bothered.
Yeah.
I was like, 3 and out here.
Yeah.
We're going back the other way. And then by the end, it was just elation. Like, I couldn't believe it.
All right, well, who would you rather play? Detroit Lions, Philadelphia Eagles, or the Minnesota
You know what?
Vikings?
I'm going to say Lions.
Yeah, because they are just demolished by injury.
Their defense is just done right
But
now.
their offense is so potent.
It's so good.
And I know Knuckles is gone. All right, their running back is gone. And now all they got is speed. All right. But he ran for 100 yards. Gibbs ran for 104 yesterday. They still got that offensive line. And think about this. Everybody on their offensive line has caught a touchdown this year. Besides the center.
That's wild.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Vikings.
I think you can go to Minnesota and get them.
Yeah.
I think the Vikings, and I'm not saying that because Sam Darnold needs to have a little more discussions. He might get one MVP vote around the league because that boy's playing out of control.
I need him to see ghosts again.
Yeah, but
I need him to get mono again.
Yeah, he did have mono, didn't he?
Right, yeah.
And ghosts.
But
I
I think our defense, I think our offense can score on them for sure. I think our offense can score.
I
on
don't
them
know.
for
That
sure.
Minnesota defense is they're
Salty.
good.
They're vulnerable.
Yeah.
They're vulnerable though. Like Detroit. See, here's what's scary about Detroit. Detroit's offense and
It's
Detroit's
unstoppable.
Did you see the play where it was designed to make it look like Gibbs was falling down and Jared Goff was? They were both pretending to fall down.
Yeah, and then he just
And then Goff just throws it deep.
Oh yeah, Detroit get you in Detroit. You got to be rough.
I've been saying you gotta be physical.
You gotta be
You
rough.
gotta take your cousin with a teardrap tatted on his eye to Detroit with you.
Yeah, you gotta be rough. Minnesota is just like, all right, we might out. Y'all want to be see who the best coaching staff is. We coach a little bit. Detroit, you gotta be rough.
Yeah, the Vikings will say, let's get ready for a friendly game at Pigskin.
So nobody wants to go to the Eagles for a third time
Well, you know what? The Eagles, you never know who the Eagles are.
because it's a divisional game.
Yeah. It's a divisional game. Now, then there's some scary teams in there. Does Tampa win? We're gonna put Atlanta out. So Tampa could go to.
No, I'd rather go to Tampa.
Tampa.
I'd rather if I had to go anywhere in the NFC, I'd rather go to Tampa in January and play football.
I love going to Tampa in January. I don't like Baker. Baker's real fluky to me. I can't predict what's
Baker
we're
the
gonna
touchdown maker.
I don't like him either. You don't like him since he planted that flag, and I don't like him because he went to Oklahoma.
I've been saying I love
get. You got to
Baker.
remind me of that.
Hey, man, I hate that dude.
Hey, I love Baker, man. What y'all want with
The
y'all?
Rams. To tell you who's scary. The Rams are scary. Sean got them boys.
Yeah.
on
Well,
there.
the Rams is the
Rams are
team
scary.
nobody wants to play.
Nobody.
Yeah, you don't
wants
wanna mess
to
with
play.
the
You don't
Rams,
want to
right?
mess with
Yeah,
the Rams. Let them be over there on the West Coast.
All right. Well, we're on to our last voicemail. I just want to say thank you, everybody, for sending emails and voicemails. We love hearing from you all, and we're sorry we couldn't get to all of them. And also, if you want to be more likely to be featured if you call us immediately after the game.
Yep,
To
the
the
night
Get
of.
Loud hotline, 703-726-7419.
Yeah, sing it, Anna.
You have more. I cannot. I do not have quite as beautiful
You're
as a
from the
voice.
land of earth, wind, and fire.
I'll do a duo. I'll do a duet. But but I won't sing alone. But what was I saying? Oh, just if you leave them Sunday night after the game, it's more likely that I'll be able to pick it before the show because we tape on Mondays. All right. Last one. Sorry. A little bit of a lecture.
No, you're good.
Smoot, Jenks, Anna, Caleb. Caleb needs more help, needs more love. It's your boy, Traveling Jay.
Traveling Jay.
Traveling Jay.
I don't even rhyme. I don't know what to do. But today, you did say it. You said it last week, Smoot. So you think we got a chance. Oh, my God, what a game. One of the top 5 games in my lifetime of all time, which is kind of crazy to me. JD5 is the deal. And, Smoot, I'm going to give you your props, man. You are a smart dude.
Oh, no, he
You know
ain't.
your football. You
No,
know
he
what's
is
going
not.
on around you. I love you, man. Keep up the great work. Let's kill Atlanta. Now, this new kid scares me because there's not a lot of film on him, but I think we can take care of Atlanta, too. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for all you do. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, to Traveling Jay, my dude. See, you don't know the history of Traveling Jay. Traveling Jay has.
I know. He's for him to say you smart. I don't know where that's coming from. I don't.
Well, I did
I don't
go
know.
to academic institution of Mississippi State.
I don't know if he was sober when he left that voice message right after the game.
You know I
But
went to
anyway.
Ivy League, right? You know I went to Stanford. You remember I went to Stanford for school? Business school?
The JUCO outside of Stanford.
We're going to pay some bills, and then
We'll get to a little
it's our game. I'm going to let Anna explain the
Jeopardy
game.
with the G.
Jeopardy with a G.
Which Joffrey, basically.
Joffrey.
Joffrey,
Commanders-
there's no F. Sorry.
I don't know. Commanders fans, the 2024 season is underway, and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all of the action. They make it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all of the touchdown celebrations this season. Doesn't matter if you're buying or selling tickets to Commanders football games or any other live event in D.C., SeatGeek is the place to do it, the official primary ticketing partner of the Washington Commanders. The most disruptive idea in ticketing, a ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek. Let's go.
Hey, I'm with it, baby. Ain't he such a professional?
Yes.
All right.
Well, are we ready for Jeopardy with a G?
am.
So we don't get
All right,
sued. All right. So here's how it goes. There's going to be 3 categories or spirits of Commanders past, Commanders present, and Commanders potpourri.
All right.
Commanders potpourri.
Yes. And they'll range from 100 to 300 points. So there's a category for 100, a category for 200, 300, and each. You have 10-second window
Oh, that's all I need.
to guess the answer to whichever category you choose.
Yep.
And if you miss or get the question incorrect, you then have to play that tune on a kazoo. And whoever is the first to guess gets your points.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right?
All right. Let's get it
Now,
started.
here's
Who
the
gets to pick-
deal.
who gets to go first? How we decide?
Don't worry about it. Just throw it out there.
I would not know. I think since I'm the newcomer on the show,
Okay,
I should go first.
you know
That's a good
what?
point.
Guests got priority, and this is a little bit of a producing Hail Mary, so we'll see how it goes.
All right, let's see.
Yeah, all right.
So what's it?
I'm taking Commanders pass for 200.
Oh.
All right. I'm going to get my timer ready.
Right.
All right. Sean,
Yep.
when was the last time Washington played in an NFC championship game?
1986.
That's wrong. That is
wrong.
incorrect. I'll give you the answer because someone's going to steal your points. It was the 1991 season.
Yes.
All right.
Who we lose to?
No, we won.
You lost. No, we did win. We did win. We won the
We
Super
won.
Bowl that
We
year.
won.
We won the
Oh,
Super Bowl
we
that
won
year.
the
My
Super
bad.
Bowl. Yeah.
Is that Vikings?
Well, we played it
Was
at
it?
RFK.
Yeah, I think it was.
Oh, Vikings, right?
Yeah.
That was 91 was the last year we went to the
All right.
Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Why did you let somebody, he could have answered
Yeah, I
that.
could have, but
You could have, but you want to go first.
yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Let's go.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I guess I could have Fred answer
I
that.
will take.
Wait, hold on.
Oh,
Somebody needs to get Sean's points.
you just gave the answer.
No, I gave the answer. Sean has to play
I
that
still have
tune on the
tune, then
kazoo.
y'all can, I get,
Oh, yeah.
okay.
All right.
Okay.
Okay,
All
now-
right. Okay.
First of all, he can't play the kazoo. I played it because I was a part of a band for 10 years. I played the kazoo in the band, and I played the jug.
Yeah, if you don't know the song,
You ain't never met nobody that played the jug?
No.
The molasses jug?
I thought they only did that in West Virginia.
I used to play that jug, 24-ounce jug.
There's also
I didn't go over 24 ounces.
There's songs on the other side of the cards too.
I see the song.
Okay. Oh.
Hey man, you can't just pick pick one.
No, I got it because I don't know the songs. I gotta.
All right.
Okay.
Well, listen.
This could be out.
I don't know half these songs, Anna.
Man, just play the song.
Oh, I can't. How to play the song if you don't know it?
Here, play this.
Play a Christmas song.
Oh, I can just play a Christmas song.
Yeah,
make one up.
Yeah.
I can make one up.
No, you can't make one. You can pick a Christmas song.
Yeah, just go.
Yeah.
Just pick a Christmas song.
This is a Christmas song.
Oh,
right?
okay.
Right here, right.
Okay.
Just go.
I don't know half these songs.
Man, boo this man.
Okay.
We gonna be here to the mob.
Man, I don't. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna play a Christmas
other
song.
side, other
Christmas
side
song.
of the kazoo.
Yeah.
I think you're going for the wrong
ain't
side
no
of the
kazoo player.
Okay, I'm about to just play a Christmas song.
Okay.
I'm about to play this.
You can't blow.
Hey man, relax, man. Hold on, bro.
Kazoo player.
Hey, listen, huh?
You gotta hum.
I know what song it is. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. That's what he played. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Is that correct?
Yes.
Is it
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire.
Jenks won.
Okay. All right. Those points go to Jenks.
This dude the rest of the whole game.
Man, I don't know all these songs.
I'm dead.
Okay,
Okay.
go.
All right. Jenks, your turn.
All right. I'll take Commanders Potpourri for 100. I start small.
All right.
All right.
In the 1950s,
Oh,
the NFL experimented with what new color for their footballs?
I know this.
This is a $100 question?
Yes.
I know this one.
With what color? Let me think of. I'm just going to guess here. White.
That's correct. Well done. Okay, James. Do you know why?
No, I
It
don't.
was for visibility.
I was
in
saying,
the
so they see the
90s.
ball.
Okay.
See the
Yeah,
ball.
yeah.
I knew that one. I
But
knew
it's
that
bad because if I'm looking in the air and the clouds are white, the ball gonna look like a cloud.
Yeah, that's
a good point.
yeah.
Well, okay.
You win some, you lose some with that
Yeah,
one.
you need to go contrast on that, so you need the darker ball.
okay.
Yeah.
And that's
Alright.
why they
Okay.
put the white lines on it, and they actually took the white lines off of the Pro Bowl for that reason.
I guess an easy question. Anna's like, in 1912.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, my God.
Yeah. All right.
All right, Fred, your turn.
I will take Commanders present for 300.
Ooh, big one.
Okay, this is kind of a commander's past question on accident. The only other player to throw for 5 touchdowns against Philadelphia, aside from Jaden Daniels, was whom?
I know this.
Mark Rippon.
Incorrect. All right. Play that tune, Fred.
All right.
Here we go. What we got?
And does anybody have any guesses for what it is? Who it is?
You know what that is?
The Jackson 5.
You're right.
Oh,
What was
Mama
that?
kissing Santa Claus.
Oh, my God.
that's good. I would not have gotten that.
That did not sound like that.
You ain't
That's
heard
not-
that song.
I've heard that song.
Mama kissing
Did
Santa
you see that?
Claus.
He saw it. He saw it. Like,
Oh,
look at
you
that
been
face.
looking at that?
That sound like
Okay.
he only know this.
You can only
Congratulations, Johnny.
you can only get the points if you guess who it is. Then, if you were cheating.
No, I didn't
you
see.
didn't
I
cheat?
guess who it
Okay,
was.
who was it?
I just
Jackson
said
5.
Jackson
Oh,
5.
the song. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you guys know who it actually was to throw for 5 touchdowns against Philly?
If it wasn't my guy,
Against Philly.
Joe
if
Theismann.
it wasn't Mark Rippon,
Rip was the last quarterback to throw
I
5
thought he-
touchdowns, which was 91, so it's got to be before
that's what
that.
I thought. So if it's before him, it got to be Joe Theismann.
Sonny Jurgensen.
Sonny.
Ooh, I said Joe. Right, that's big time.
Might have well been Billy Kilmer then.
All right. That those questions will
Okay.
those
Okay.
points will go to you. So currently, Sean and Jenks are tied.
Okay,
All right.
I'm up.
Yeah.
I got the Washington pass 400.
For 100. Okay.
Yep.
Let me get my timer. On Sunday's game against the Eagles, the last quarterback to throw 5 touchdown passes in a game for Washington was whom?
Mark Rippon.
Bingo. Okay, there you go. All right, next, Jenks.
That's
Easy.
smart. I'll go to potpourri again. Commander's potpourri for 200.
All right. In The Simpsons, what is the name of the Springfield football team?
Ooh.
The Adams?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go.
All right. This is too easy now.
No, it's not too easy.
No, it's not too easy.
That's not too easy.
I go Washington present for 200, ma'am.
All right. This year, Bobby Wagner is trailing London Fletcher for the second longest streak of 100 tackles in NFL history. How many seasons
13.
There you go. Okay, wait, these are too easy. Okay.
So what's the score right now? Should be
So currently Fred is 200. You have 400. Jenks has
300.
500.
No. Me and Jenks were tied.
Stop
before.
starting trade. Jinx is up, all
No,
right?
Jenks is not up. Me and Jenks were tied.
Yep.
And then he just went
He
400.
stole
Yeah,
a
he went to
question.
100.
I
Yeah.
stole with the song.
Yeah, he did. Come on. Who next? Jinx?
All right.
Sean.
Who just guessed?
I
I
did.
think it's
Oh, yeah,
your
yeah,
turn.
Your turn.
Yeah.
Your turn.
I just guessed
Yeah, you
that.
just guessed.
Oh,
Okay.
so it's my turn?
Yeah.
No, it can't be your turn.
No, it's your
No,
turn.
Sean's
Blue.
turn. It's
Oh,
Sean's
Sean's
turn.
turn.
It's your turn. Let's go.
It's my turn. I'm going Commander's present for 300.
Oh, that already got taken.
Yeah.
You took that. You can do 100. Or you could do past for 300.
You passed for 300.
All right. Who did Washington win their first ever home game against?
Chicago Bears.
That's incorrect.
I can say that is wrong.
Do you want me to say who it was?
I think it was either Chicago Bears or the New York
No,
Giants.
Giants.
The New York Giants. Yeah.
I was about to say, I knew it was the Bears or the Giants.
Because you were going with old franchise.
Yeah.
It was the
Smart.
Giants.
That's a good guess.
I know it wasn't.
Good guess,
All
man.
right. So who's going to steal the 300 points?
All right, he got to play the kazoo.
Kazoo time.
He don't know no songs.
Yeah, you might need to give him some of your cards.
You want to go through some of these? I haven't even looked at these.
Jenks is too good
I'll
at trivia.
take this one.
Yeah,
because I've
take
seen-
this one.
Oh, okay.
Because you already knew it. Ready?
Other side.
Tito Jackson.
I know.
Staying alive. Staying alive.
Oh, my God.
Staying alive.
I should have got it. God, it's so good. Man, I'm so mad I didn't get that.
I was just.
So them points go to me?
Yep, they did.
Oh, good job,
All
Smoot.
right, so
Man. All right.
all that we have left are Commander's Present for 100 or Commander's Potpourri for 300.
Let's go big.
You can win
Potpourri.
it.
All
300.
right. Oh, this one isn't even that hard. I don't know why. Okay. What nickname is printed on the official Wilson football?
The Duke?
The Duke.
Yeah.
Game's
Y'all
over.
just gave him
Sorry,
that.
that was an
over, Jinx.
accident.
That was
Come
pretty
on,
easy.
come
That's pretty
on.
easy.
Okay. Does anyone want to do the last one?
game
Well,
is
the last one
over.
come to me
You know what?
automatically.
I'll tell you what. I bet a lot of people don't know that. I mean, I know you guys do. You play with it every
I'm
day.
going to say, we had to look at the word
That's what I'm
Duke
saying.
every day.
All right. Last one. Commander's
Yeah.
Present for 100.
Yeah.
This commander has tied the franchise record for touchdown receptions in a season.
Terry.
Yep.
I can't believe I didn't pick the Giants first.
I can't believe it didn't get staying alive.
I would have won. Oh, yeah.
I love the Bee Gees, man.
Maybe his kazoo playing did that. But you got it, though.
You nailed it.
Once I caught the rhythm, I'm like, all right, I know where this dude going.
Man.
Well, looks like
Yeah, I stole
Jenks
it
just
down.
swept.
Got it?
Yeah.
What,
Swept.
if I
Clean
got the
sweep.
Giants, I would have won. Golly.
I don't know, swept is, I mean, you didn't sweep, but you.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Hey, don't worry about it. It's time for us to geek out.
Let's
How much
geek out.
time? How much time did I have to think about the answer for the
You
question?
had 10 seconds.
Oh, 10 seconds.
Sean is
not-
still upset about missing.
Because I know my football.
You do know
You
your
do.
Yeah.
You do. All right.
Well, it's been a lot of things to geek out about, man, because every week it seems like something new is being made these days. But I'm going to take this one back to one of the old sayings. Can I ask y'all a question? What came first, the chicken or the egg?
Is that the saying, or you asking?
No, that's the saying. I'm asking y'all. Which one y'all think came first?
That is a philosophical question that hasn't been actually solved yet.
I'm going to go.
It comes from your opinion.
I'll say the egg.
All right. Scientists conclude they finally got to the end of it.
Okay.
That the chicken came first, not the egg, because the protein which makes the eggshell is only produced by hens.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So if you ask that question again, you tell them the chicken.
Yep.
And this one gonna hurt some.
I got that right.
Yeah. This one gonna hurt some feelings right here. Mm-hmm. They just created a new quantum computer.
Yep.
That could break Bitcoin in half.
Yep.
All right. This quantum computer.
Knew it was coming.
Is 105 gigabytes. It can literally figure out anything.
Mm-hmm. They're gonna figure out how to put us on different planets.
We need to take care of the planet we got. Mm-hmm. All right, how about we do that? All right, that's what we need to do. All right, most definitely. And that's it. All I got for today.
I love that the trivia knowledge being dropped on the show. It just seems like it probably should come from Texas versus Mississippi State.
Oh my!
I don't know. I don't know if people understand what I'm trying to say.
Come back on the show.
I just don't know.
Well, you know, Ohio State ain't known for their scholars now. No, Ohio State is not known for their scholars now.
Yeah, I just wanted to let that be known out there. If we're gonna, if sponsors looking for it, do not support Mississippi's education system. Anyway.
Thanks to everyone watching here on the Get Loud podcast. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Fred Smoot, Sean Springs, Michael Jenkins. Oh, my Lord. Fred said, Merry Christmas. Here's a dose of reality. Get to work. See you next week.
Spending all the money on them prayers. We got to go back to work.
The views and opinions expressed by our podcast guests and or hosts are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of the Washington Commanders or any of their representatives.